I've done it for so long, but I don't know. I guess you're always just nervous because you always want to do the best. So, and then you have 20 other kids in there with you, so you're just trying to do your best.
And the pig's an animal, even though a very well-trained animal. You've been spending hours and hours since March, I believe, just working with your pig, but they still are a bit unpredictable. Kimbree, have you ever had a tough time within competition?
Oh, 100%. So the hog, it's penned and it hasn't been walked on a nightly basis. So when you go out in the ring, it's like, when you get to the fair, it hasn't been walked on a nightly basis. So you go out in the ring and it's like, oh, big area. And so I've had a hog just go and run around the arena, and sometimes yeah, it can be tough.
But you all are so good at this. Gracelyn, what is it about the fair that you really enjoy? And not only that, are there certain qualities that you've learned, things that you may not have been able to get in other places that you'll be able to carry on with you throughout the rest of your life?
So I think I've learned a lot of responsibility. And throughout the fair, there's a bunch of other things going on. You've got the rodeo and you've got this, and it's a big community thing. You have a lot of people at the sale. And like I said, it's just rewarding to see the final payoff after the sale and everything you've worked for. So I think I've learned a lot of responsibility and hard work with it because, like Kimbree says, not everything goes as you want it or need it to go. So then you just have to work with what you have.
Which you can definitely apply throughout life. Kimbree, do you think you'll stay involved in the fair? You've been competing many, many years. You have one more fair, right, after this. Do you think this is something that you'll continue to do your entire life?
Probably not showing, but definitely going back and supporting the future kids that are going to be showing. I will definitely go back and watch the sale, but as for me showing myself, probably not after my last year, but I will come back as like a community member and support.
Oh, it's really fun to hear. It is that community that's so important. So Gracelyn, what happens after the competition is done? Who wins, like how many people win, what do they win, and then what happens to your pig?
So for all the animals, steers, lambs, and pigs, you get a grand champion and a reserve grand champion. And then that's like the order you sell in, grand champion, reserve, and then as you place throughout, because there's the star class, and then you pick the finalists. So there's an order. So after that, you get your payoff, which is how much you sell for a pound. And then that's just your final reward at the end.
And Kimbree, this is my last question. Is it hard to part with your pig sometimes?
Sometimes it really is, especially if you get attached to them. Like this year, I think I'm going to have a little bit of a hard time, but in the end, I have to remember that they've taught me so much, and what I've learned and taken in is I can deal with it, because what I've took from it is a lot more rewarding than, yes, it's hard to lose my pig, but in the end, I know that's what happens, and I'm preparing myself for it, and they've taught me so much, and I can take that with me.
Well, I'm so impressed with both of you. Thank you for taking the time, getting up early this morning to be here. I wish you all the luck with Porky and with your pig. I know they are going to do great, be high competitors, and do really well. So thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you want to go and watch the Junior Livestock competition, just head to Summit County Fair online. You can find out everything about tickets, when it's happening, and much more. You don't want to miss out on watching these incredible girls compete and seeing their pigs. A lot of fun happening this week at the fair. We'll be back with more after this.